chocolate pudding. And what you're gonna need is 1 cup of sugar, and you can just go ahead and add it to a really big pot, and 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. And you're gonna need 4 cups of milk, and also a 1/4 cup of cornstarch. And you don't want your cornstarch to get all lumpy, so you're gonna wanna add it to some of your milk. So we're just gonna add that and stir that all around. So we're gonna turn this on to medium heat, and you wanna whisk these ingredients together a little bit just to get them combined. Start gradually adding your milk, just little by little. And remember, in total, we're going to be adding 4 cups of milk. And you don't have to add the cornstarch to the milk. You can just add it in the beginning with the rest of the powders. But it just doesn't make it as lumpy, and you don't want lumpy pudding. You don't want lumpy pudding.
Good point. I certainly don't. I like pudding. Chocolate pudding. I like tapioca pudding.
I don't like tapioca pudding.
All kinds of different sugars.
Scrape the sides a little bit because there's going to be that cocoa powder that got on the edges. So that was 4 cups of milk, and now we're gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of just salt.
Okay. Those need to go outside. Alright, settle down. Trying to get a picture though. Come on, boys, outside.
So just stay whisking it because all the sugar in it, it's gonna stick to the bottom, so you wanna keep mixing. And then you want to bring it to a boil so you can put it up a little bit. And once it starts boiling, you wanna mix it continuously for 2 minutes while it's rolling.
Come on, boys. Let's go back to the bedroom. Come on, go back to our room. Baxter.
My bad.
Come on, Baxter.
They don't get to stay out and play.
No.
All the way, Baxter.
Once this is done boiling while we're stirring for 2 minutes, we're gonna take it off the heat, and we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter and the 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract.
Mmm.
Smells good.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, of course. I remember one time we were making chocolate something at grandmother's house, and I said, "Can I have a taste of that chocolate?" And grandmother said, "Sure, have a little taste of that chocolate." And it was so bitter.
Really?
She
Oh,
said,
baking
"It's not
chocolate.
going to taste good until you add sugar." You know, that was a lesson. That I learned. I've never forgotten it.
Baking chocolate and cocoa powder. Don't eat them by themselves.
You're right. And then, if it has sugar, it needs salt. Something about it. Sugar and salt. Always thought. Have you ever made ice cream?
Mm-hmm.
I always wondered, well, why do we put salt
In ice cream.
Because it would not be any good without it.
Are you thickening yet?
Yeah, just a little bit. I can start to feel it. It's about to start boiling.
How long does it boil?
2 minutes.
Is there anything that makes it gel up, or is it just thickening up?
It's really just thickening up. It's from the cornstarch.
Yeah.
Alright, so are you officially boiling yet or no?
No, it's just kind of starting to bubble on the edges. It'll
Yeah.
get.
It's getting there. It's getting
Yeah.
close. Can I whisk it a little bit?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I can feel how how it's getting thick.
Mm.
I like to go back and forth. I don't know why. I'm weird. Weird granddaughter.
So it's boiling just a little bit. So I'm gonna start whisking it for the 2 minutes.
Okay.
So it's 11:21.
Okay.
So we'll stop whisking at 23.
Okay. Still on high heat?
Yes.
Okay.
It smells wonderful.
Mhm.
Like,
It smells like
so good.
It smells like a chocolate pie filling.
Mm-hmm.
Cause that's almost what it is.
Just about.
So then, what you put it in the bowl, and then you put that in the fridge.
Yes.
And if you were serving it like as a dessert,
Mhm.
would you have it in the refrigerator for some period of time?
Yes. So you want to keep it in the fridge until you serve it.
Okay.
So, and also the way that we store it, we put it in a container and we put saran wrap on top of it.
Okay.
Not
Like-
just like,
Pressed to it.
yes, pressed to it where there's no air in it.
Okay.
It's been 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and take it
there
off.
it goes.
Turn this off.
Excellent.
So I keep the saran wrap stuck to the actual top of the pudding because when the air hits it, it gets a layer.
Oh, we don't want that.
No.
So that's why. Okay, so I got the picture.
Yes.
Okay.
There's your 2 tablespoons of butter.
Mm-hmm. So we just keep stirring
Yes, until that's melted.
until the butter's melted. Oh, this is looking wonderful. Butter has still got a little piece. Oh, yeah. Butter's not quite 100% yet. Close. A little small piece keeps popping up. All right.
So now that that's all melted,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter what kind you get, but the best kind is Mexican vanilla from Mexico.
Mm-hmm. Somebody brought me that one time, and it was wonderful.
So when you're pouring it in the bowl, I don't really like to scrape the bottom, just in case some things did stick. You don't want lumpy pudding again, like I said earlier. So I don't really scrape the bottom. I will scrape the side, just where I know there wasn't really anything. Thank you. So I'll just go right there. And there was a little bit stuck on the side, so I'm not really going to scrape it. I'm just going to pat it down. But right at the top, where I know there was nothing, I scrape it down.
Okay.
And that's it.
Oh, look at that. See, I want to lift the bowl.
And just top the whisk off.
Okay. Does that look like it's going to work?
Oh yeah, that's funny.
All right, why don't you hang on to that? Let me just... Oh, you didn't hang on to it very good. Oh, yeah.
And you can also do this if you make guacamole at home.
Yeah.
You can do this with guacamole, so you can save it and it doesn't get brown.
As brown.
As brown.
Yeah.
There still will be some brown spots like where the air bubbles are,
Uh-huh.
but it isn't as bad.
Okay.
So now that that's on there, you just stick it in the fridge.
All right.
We're just gonna...
We forgot about filming this, but Jill still has a little bit of her wonderful chocolate pudding left. As you can see, I do not. As you can see, Janet does not. And it sure was good, Jill.
Thank you.
Sure. And Jen said this was her favorite part of doing these videos, was that we get to sit down and sample. At the end, and you get to take some home.
Woo!
And next time we're gonna do a salmon cook-off.
Yes, that'll be tasty.
Bobby Frey cut your heart out.